Hello everyone, Meteorologist Carly Smith here. We are talking about the weather and planning your week and SandFest.
Meteorologist Carly
Smith the mic is working, we're all good to go. Here's your SandFest forecast. Early on, so we still have a little bit of time until Friday gets here, but we are looking at temperatures in the 70s. Wind will be out of the southeast Friday and Saturday. But Sunday is when things are going to be changing. Wind will be out of the north-northeast, 12 to 22 miles per hour. Waves about 3 to 5 feet, but they will be shifting out of the northeast by then, so the periods may be a little quick. And high tide is going to be in the afternoon, but right now we are not looking at a coastal flooding type of tide situation. Water temperature is going to be in the 70s. It may fall as we get that cold front that moves through. Mostly we just get some clouds and some rain. So Sunday is going to come with a chance for rain. Hello everyone. How are you doing? Who's ready to talk about the weather and the wind? So yesterday we did see some pretty strong wind gusts, 40 miles per hour in Corpus Christi. That was the peak gust. We're not quite as gusty anymore. In fact, right now we're seeing a south-southeast wind sustained at 17 miles per hour. Taking a look at what's going on, a cold front is moving through Texas, but this front is weakening and it's going to stall and lift back north as we await for our next storm system. So our temperatures are still going to be warm. We're at 78 degrees right now. Humid and muggy conditions persist. We've got a gust at 24 miles per hour through Corpus Christi. For the most part, much lighter wind than we saw yesterday. Now, as the week goes on, we're going to see even lighter wind on Wednesday, but it stays pretty breezy all week long. Those winds sustain 10 to 20 miles per hour. The front coming Saturday night into Sunday morning. So what's this front going to do? Well, it's going to shift the wind. Right now it doesn't look too strong of a front, so I'm not expecting super strong or dangerous wind gusts, but we are going to see the dew point fall at least a little bit, right around 60 for our dew point. So that puts our humidity back right at that comfortable level. So here's the first front, doesn't make it all the way through. We see a slight chance for some rain and some strong to severe thunderstorms that are expected to develop kind of along a dry line or boundary that kind of sets up between the dry air over the mountains and the moist air that's coming off the Gulf of Mexico. Those storms aren't going to have a lot of push because that dry line is just kind of hanging out where that boundary is existing between the humid air and the dry air. And so essentially, I don't expect them to really make it into the coastal bend. If they do, it would be the far western areas like the brush country. So we do see a slight chance for a little bit of rain on Friday as that cold front starts to approach and we get a little boost of energy from the mid to upper levels of the atmosphere. Then look, Sunday, as I mentioned, Saturday night into Sunday morning, this is now paused at 3:30 a.m. We do see that front move through with some rain associated with that. Now, it could be a few spotty showers behind the front into Monday. Doesn't look anything super exciting. Even with the front on Sunday morning, we're talking maybe a few tenths of an inch of rainfall. So still pretty widely scattered at this point in the forecast for Sunday. Again, there's a slim kind of boost in energy Wednesday into Thursday. And then again, Friday, Saturday, but Sunday is when the front moves through, and that's our best opportunity for rain. So when I say boost in energy, this is what I'm talking about. So you see this Wednesday evening into Thursday morning, it's going to be right here. This little burst of energy. It's coming around, so we get a little bit of a low in the mid to upper levels of the atmosphere. That's allowing energy to wrap around that low and then shoot out around the ridge of high pressure over the Gulf of Mexico. So we're getting in on some of that. I don't expect it to produce a lot of rain or too much activity, but that's really what we are watching until we get to the front moving through. And the front is a surface front, so it's not going to be necessarily obvious in the mid to upper levels. Here's that second boost of energy, as I mentioned, heading into Friday. Then there is kind of that upper level low, does kind of time with the front, if not a little behind the front into Monday. So that's why we may still see some rain chances lingering into Monday. But yeah, overall, Saturday into Sunday is our best opportunity for some rain in the coastal bend. So here's a look at that 7-day forecast. This is pretty much it that I have for y'all today. Planning for SandFest. We will take a look at the wave forecast as well before I go, but don't forget to follow my Facebook page, Carly Smith WX. You can also follow me on X or Twitter and Instagram by searching that same tag or name. Yeah, so Sunday's our best shot at rain. That's the only day I put rain opportunity or rainfall on the 7-day. However, if you remember, there's a low below 20% chance really every day, but especially Wednesday and Friday and Saturday. Yeah, humid conditions, that's all you need to be prepared for. And this is barely getting into summer-like weather, y'all. We're working up to it. So for the wave forecast, here's a look at that. Southeast wind, southeast waves. They are still running high today, 4 to 5 feet every 6 seconds. Better periods Wednesday and Thursday. Then we see shorter periods over the weekend as that front is arriving. Here's your complete marine forecast as well. Here's a look at that. Southeast winds, 10 to 20 knots, 4 to 5 foot waves every 6 seconds, choppy conditions, low pressure out at the Freeport buoy. Water temperature is reading 76 degrees at Packery Channel. Small craft advisory should be expired by now. We'll check that out and double check that, maybe. Last I checked, didn't look like there was any tide issues, even heading into SandFest either. And the last thing I'm going to look at is make sure that, yep, small craft advisory was allowed to expire at 10 a.m. We do still have a small craft advisory further south between Baffin Bay and South Padre, Port Isabel, but that's all offshore, so not too much to worry about. I hope everyone has a terrific Tuesday. It is Taco Tuesday. My plans are TBD, to be determined on the taco situation. But thanks for watching, y'all. Don't forget to download our app. If you haven't already, that's a great way to keep up with the weather and the news, all from 3 News. I'm meteorologist Carly Smith. Thanks for watching.